Good morning, students. In this video, we are going to see organization of tissues, unit 18, in that complex tissues. Last video, we saw simple tissues. Complex tissue means made of more than one type of cells. Simple tissue means similar cells, made up of similar cells, same cells. Complex tissue continues parenchyma and sclerenchyma cells. Simple tissue la collenchyma, parenchyma, sclerenchyma we saw. In here, complex tissue consists parenchyma as well as sclerenchyma. However, collenchymatous cells are not present in such tissues. Complex tissue is not having collenchyma tissues. Common example of complex tissue, xylem and phloem. Xylem conducting tissue. Conducting means transport. Conduct means transport. The things are transporting one place to another place. That is conduct. The xylem tissue conduct water, mineral, nutrients upward from the root to leaves. Root absorb water and minerals. That water and minerals nutrients are transport to aerial part of the plant, that is conduct. Xylem gives mechanical support to the plant body. Mechanical support means the plant has to stand erect, stand straight. That help gives, that is given by xylem tissue. Xylem composed means made up of xylem transit, xylem fibers, xylem cells, xylem parenchyma. First one, xylem transit. These are elongated, tube-like dead cells. Dead cells means they cannot divide. Thick and lignified means prominent wall. Lignified means prominent, well developed. There are end, tapering, blunt or sisal like divide protoplast. Sisal means like a hammer, kodari, like that. They are have large lumen without any content. Their function are conducting water and providing mechanical support to the plant. The xylem vessels is divided into three. What are xylem transit, xylem fibers, xylem vessels, and xylem parenchyma? Xylem parenchyma is storage cell. Now we are seeing xylem fibers. Xylem fibers are elongated, lignified. Lignified means prominent and pointed both ends. The both ends are pointed. Pointed means sharp like end. Both ends are pointed. Xylem fibers provide mechanical support to the plant. Plant has mechanical support. They can stand erect. That is helped by the xylem fibers. The sessile like divide protoplast means sessile means like a uli in Tamil uli. Divide means a lack of protoplast. Okay. Next, this is a xylem longitudinal section. Longitudinal means less. The horizontal means like this. Longitudinal means the root is xylem vessel is cut by the upward direction. Next, xylem vessel. They are long cylindrical tube-like structure that lignified wall, wide central lumen. Lignified means prominent, thick. They have the cells are dead. They do not have protoplast. Protoplast are absent. They are arranged longitudinal series. Series means one by one continuously, which the partition wall, transverse wall. Partition means any room is partition like that. The wall is made by partition wall. Next, the perforated and so entire structure or perforated entire structure. Perforated means small holes, pores are present, um, and so the entire structure looks like a water pipe. Small holes, like holes, many holes are present. So these are look like a water pipe. Their main function to the transport of water and also provide mechanical support. Already I told parenchyma, xylem parenchyma alone is storage. These are living and thin-walled cells. Main function xylem parenchyma tissue store starch and fatty substances. This is a longitudinal section of phloem tissue. Phloem. This is the longitudinal section of phloem tissue. Phloem parenchyma, the same xylem, same xylem. The parenchyma, phloem also having uh, phloem parenchyma. Then other cells are companion cell, sieve elements is present in the phloem. Phloem fiber also present. Now first we are going to see what is phloem. Phloem is a complex tissue and consists of following elements: sieve element, companion cell, phloem fiber and phloem parenchyma. Sieve element, conducting element. Conducting means transport. Conducting means transport the food. That is done by the sieve elements. Sieve tubes are elongated. Elongated means lengthy. Like that shape is called elongated. Tube like slender cells placed in end to end. Trans tube like structure cell are plus present end to end, that is slender. The transverse wall and end perforated means pores, holes are present are known as sieve plates. The main function of sieve tubes translocation of food. Translocation means the food is prepared by the leaves. From the leaves to the storage organ of the plant. The food is prepared by the leaves. That is translocate by the sieve element. Companion cell, these are elongated. Elongated means already is told lengthy, tube like structure, that is elongated, attached to the lateral wall. Lateral means last walls, the last wall, that is elongated lateral wall of the sieve tube. Companion cell may be equal in the length of the accompanying sieve tube. Elements mother cell may be divided transversely, forming series of companion cell. Mother cells are divided transversely. Transverse means continuously. Next, phloem parenchyma. Phloem parenchyma is a living cell. The function is store food. The same xylem parenchyma also store food. Phloem parenchyma also store food. Next, difference between phloem and xylem. Xylem conduct water. Phloem conduct food material. Conduction mostly unidirectional. Unidirectional means plants are like this. This is unidirectional. Water is always go upward. That is unidirectional. But the phloem is bidirectional, upward and downward. So that is bidirectional. Storage organ and growing plants from the storage organ growing parts. Conducting canals, transit and vessels. Conducting canals are sieve tube. Transit and vessels are conducting channel. In conducting channel are tube, sieve tube. Component of xylem Include transit vessels, xylem, parenchyma, xylem fire. Components are sieve tube elements, companion cell, phloem, parenchyma, and phloem fibers. Now, phloem fibers, Sclerenchymatous cells associated with the primary, secondary phloem, commonly phloem fibers, elongated, lignified, provide mechanical support to the plant. Difference between meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Tissues are divided into two types. One is meristematic tissue, another one is permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue, based on the function, is divided into three types: apical meristem, intercalary meristem, lateral meristem. Permanent tissue is divided in another one is permanent tissue, that is simple tissue and complex tissue. In the meristematic tissue, cell wall is thin, elastic, cell wall is thick. Components are small, spherical, polygonal, and differentiated. They are large, differentiated with different shape. Cytoplasm is dense and vacuoles are nearly absent. Vacuoles means in the cell, plant cell, big vacuoles, empty place are there. This is the vacuoles. Vacuoles are nearly absent. Vacuoles are large central vacuoles are present. The intergallery space are absent. Intercellular means intercellular. Uh, some cells are there inside, many cells are present, means in the space is called, the space is called intercellular space. That intercellular space are absent, intercellular space are present. Nucleus is large and prominent. Nucleus is less conspicuous. Less nucleus is very less, means small, conspicuous, not developed. Cell grow and divide regularly. Cell do not normally divide. Provide mechanical support and elasticity to the plant body. Provide only mechanical support. Thank you, children.